Please be seated. I now call on Dr Anne-Marie Imafidon, Chancellor of Glasgow Caledonian University, to open today's proceedings.
Vice Principals and Pro-Vice Chancellors, members of Court and Senate, distinguished guests, colleagues, family, friends and graduates. It is my utmost honour and privilege to welcome you to this momentous occasion in this iconic building in this tremendous city. Today, we celebrate the hard work of our graduates, our staff and the support systems around you. Glasgow Caledonian University, this is your Chancellor speaking. Congratulations, everyone, we made it. Pause, look at who you're with, look at where you are. Breathe it in, take a mental photograph. Many could barely have dreamt of a day like this. The hard work, the ups, the downs, and the in-betweens have built up to this very moment. Today, we follow in the footsteps of many Cali alumni, chancellors, and staff. What is now Scotland's largest and leading modern university actually dates back 150 years to 1875, when our founding institution, the Glasgow School for Cookery, provided formal home economics, textile and finance education to the women of Glasgow and beyond. Now today, in this concert hall, we've all genders across the student body, and the roster of subjects represented today deviates ever so slightly from home economics, but much of that ethos of equality, equity and common good for Glasgow lives on. This is why, as an East Londoner who loves maths, tech and helping people, I feel at home here. It's incredible to see what happens when people come together to learn, research and solve problems as you have done in the past few years. And it's exciting to think about how the knowledge and experiences that you've gained here will be applied beyond these walls in the decades to come. Now, as you go on from today's celebrations, it will be important to keep the GCU ethos in mind. Some advice. Yes, you have a shiny new certificate, but actually, as the great mathematician Dr. Gladys West once said, you've got to keep learning and never stop learning. Today signifies a milestone, not an end to new knowledge, research, or problems to solve. Make a conscious effort to continue hearing and seeking new perspectives, as well as connecting the dots across disciplines. In fact, I don't think it's said often enough that the best innovation comes from cross-disciplinary approaches and diverse inputs. We wouldn't even have the word scientist if Scottish writer, mathematician and polymath Mary Somerville hadn't turned up amongst her men of science peers to contribute new ideas. She went on to tutor Ada Lovelace, who's famously the first programmer. Secondly, the knowledge that you now have isn't just for you, it's for the common weal, known also as the common good. You have a legacy built each day in your decisions, priorities, and efforts across your growing sphere of influence. Be mindful of the voice and the opportunity that you have to change things for the better when you think of others as well as of yourself. Now, whether they admit it or not, there are people who listen to you and look up to you. How are your actions ensuring that they have something good to take away? Be sure to walk the walk more than you talk the talk. So many of the weird and wonderful things that I've encountered in my career thus far have come from giving and creating for others, not myself. From hosting on national television, to travelling to far-off destinations, to being stood right here as your Chancellor. All of it has come from wanting to help others. Finally, as evidenced by the poor recognition of beautiful Scottish accents by today's supposed industry standard voice recognition technology. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a great video online of two Scots in a voice-activated elevator. Spoiler alert, they go nowhere and a lot of 11 is being shouted. Even in today's modern times, the work to be done on equality remains unfinished. Not just in technology, where I spend most of my time working towards social justice and equity, but in our legal, education, healthcare systems, and beyond. Recognising, celebrating, and enabling a diversity of success in all of its forms, no matter the gender, upbringing, or physical ability, will take intentional actions from all of us, and we will all benefit from progress in the long run. The future is in our collective hands. As for today, let the celebrations continue. Welcome to the GCU alumni family. It now gives me great joy and delight to officially commence today's graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Professor Shirley Raitt, Dean of Glasgow School for Business and Society, will present graduands.
Chancellor, I present these graduands to receive the following awards. Doctor of Philosophy, Angela Margaret Sutherland. E. Habiba Tariq. Doctor of Philosophy by previous publication, Roberta Adami. Doctor of Business Administration, Leslie Ann Martin. Master of Business Administration, Moideen Fayaz. Hari Prasath Abhimasurundi Selvan. Usama Ali Hassan. Hamid Ali. Tala Hamid Ali. Taimur Ashraf. Shafana Kumba Konathar Muhammad Ali. Chirwa Adwa Chi. Ahil Shah Mangata Chali. Jarar Hamad Nadim. Obaid Ullah. Ayush Palike. Muhammad Usama Shafiq. Barinderjeet Singh. Adip Tamang. Laiba Tarin. Uzumaka Stella Ugualebo. Master of Laws, Habib Abolawutafe Adifabi. Almas Batul. Taylor Cameron. Gul Fariz. Abdullah Iftikhar. Mejo Jacob. Kabirat Abiodun Nureni. Francis Uduchukwu Onachumba. Arcana Pulamambaram Pil Pitharamban. Olawatafunmi Adirinsola Shupadi. Ultimash Subtain Zulakarnan. Master of Science, Bhavana. Babajide Daniel Ademolu. Mohammed Bilal. Asif Dildar. Kafilat Omawunmi Kuku. Wesley Noimu Nyanyo. Precious Jijioke Ogegai. Sofiru Kolowole Omongiba. Ifosa Simon Omorogiva. Ikmat Adirinsola Adioyi. Chathurya Anaredi. Prince Dunibari Barima. Taufik Bello. Kaspar Gregorjak. Elizabeth Matthew. Gideon Kipyegon Mutai. Ugochukwu Newman Nwagwugwu. Joy Nyeke Obi. Kahindi Funmilayo Obumbebi. Hashir Tabassum. Irene Wagethi. Nida Ahmed. Ikeni Chibueze Amechi. Magdalene Asuko Anwana. Megan Irene Mary Close. Rachel Gregorio Catuno. Erin Dwyer. Tekla Sage Cameron Giles. Kavya Linus. Paul McCallan. Amy McDaniel. Bukola Cecilia Oyekanmi. George Twum Ampofo. Ebube Jane Francis Udemba. Alistair White. Priyanka. Talib. Arinze Kingsley Chukwudire. Andrew McNichol. Twinkle Sajan. Abby. Ekta. Mihak Preet Kaur. Mohammed Arshad. Rajrani. Zakir Hussain. Adeola Francis Adelana. Oluwatimalayan Nafisat Adeyemi. Chima Godwin Chinamerem Adumekwe. Rana Muhammad Suhaib Afzal. Hafiz Umar Ahmad. Wakas Hamad. Temitope Michael Adjili. Sajid Ali. Chigozi Dominic Amadi. Anayo Augustus Amanzi. Mohammed Amir Hamza. Noel Neji Anamyemiya. Ibn Roki Busayo Anemola. Joyce Chika Ananobi. Peter Atobra. Goar Ayub. Kehinde Adeola Aziz. Mohammed Saad Beg. David Dalapo Bamandeli. Ibukuno Stephen Babandeli. Akib Bashir. Niveditha Beliganudu Vijay Kumar. Vijayantha Bogamyam. Aisha Bibi. Swathi Chandrashtakar. Blessing Udukweri Uduok. Stanley Arinze Ezinya. Emmanuel Chikwisom Ezi. Abdusamad Gobolan Gabodomosi. Oyabusola Prevail Bagibu. Nisha Giri. Ali Hamza. Mildred Adwa Hubert. Olufin Malayo Kemi Idu. Kenny Chukwu John Ikide. Joshua Imamole. Javid Iqbal. Farjana Islam. Aisha Javed. Werinipri Flint Kakiri. Simran Preet Kaur. Muhammad Khalil. Dennis Kiplagat. Maciek Korjak. Suryai Narayanan Manavanan. Bharat Mittal. Chukwunyerem Desmond McPole. Farouz Khan Nangarhari. Tien Hung Nguyen. Isaiah Ginkachi Nwachukwu. Victor Chibozo Nwanchukwu. Sugar Lillian Wanesi. Joy Erodinojo Obi. Christian Brown Obenois. Rachel Nosa Odion. Chukwujike Rex Okori. Benga Simeon Olorasumo. Emmanuel Odache Onmonya. Paulinus Osamadiaman Avenloba. Augustine Okachukwu Ozochukwu. Kwaku Kwakse Sarpong. Manpreet Singh. Temitope Opeyemi Somoyo. Chinonye Agatha Uzodinma. Kennedy Wambua Mwasia. Damilola Helen Oluwafemi. Rida Ali. Lauren Burns. Eleanor Grace Ethna Ann Collins. Patrick Conroy. Jennifer Margaret Downs. Regan Fain. Haliyamula Hewage Thamoda Anadjili Gig Gamaji. Asama Habib. Mohammed Hasnat. Ezi Joy Iteku. Mia McDonough. Megan Helen Mary. Gulam Mustafa. Maham Nazir. Kai Parker. Amy Wilma Tennant. Anna Thorpe. Sukip Kaur. Chika Kenicherie Atike. Olawabunmi Sarah Bello. Amadigwe Noble Chidi. Antoinette Chika Chukwu. Sabrina Dama. Ugo Silas Inayo. Susan Siweyes Ikiave. Precious Ukpai Oke. Ladutio Mabel Ukogo. Precious Legidechi Owumanam. Amelia Bernadetta Stanco. Saeed Ahmed. Taj Karam Kidi Al-Balushi. Ahmed Khalid Ahmed Al-Barwani. Taif Khalifa Sultan Al-Rizi. Walid Rashid Mohammed Al-Sadi. Youssef Nasser Saif Al-Salmi. Abigail Abiyewa Alabi. Usman Asif. Payush Gupta. Shreyas Halibidu Chiki Thamagowda. Anil Joy. Francis Keruki Mwanji. Omowumi Bunmi Ogunlei. Riska Diane Prawesti. Fawad Rafi. Hassan Shabir. Purnima Srinvas. Chinenye Maria Cynthia Uzodinma. Gurjit Singh. Ugochi Susanna Duru. Harshita Jand. Birna Jens Tauer. JC John. Mohammed Awez Nadim. Callum Wilkie Simmons. Rinalini Venugopal. Oluwakemi Atanuke Joseph. Monsura Jadasola Ololulu. Ramiz Sheikh. Arsh. Jasprit Kaur. Rahul. Sohail Arif. Stephanie Bonner. Sam Ian Brodie. Ewan William Bullock. Jane Frances Ifioma Chukwu. Victor Chimelu Emobo. Harry Andrew Feeney. Lewis Hobbs. Roisin Jones. Ailey Kelly. Lucy MacDonald. Robert Duncan MacDonald. Lucas Axel Michael Mahler. Alexander Mungal. Daniel John Murray Smith. Owais Nawaz. Kelechi Rita Onyek Pandu.
Professor Andrea Nelson, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, will present Allison Kirkby for the award of Honorary Doctor of Business Administration.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it is a true privilege to stand before you today to celebrate an extraordinary leader, a visionary strategist and a proud Glaswegian, Allison Kirkby. Allison's journey is one of remarkable achievement and transformation. An alumna of Glasgow College of Technology, an institution which evolved to become Glasgow Caledonian University, she began her career as a trainee accountant in the Scotch whisky industry. From there, she rose through the ranks at Procter & Gamble before stepping into the world of telecommunications, where she has left an indelible mark across Europe. In 2019, Allison joined BT as a non-executive director. Just 5 years later, in 2024, she made history as the first woman to lead the BT Group in its 120-year legacy. And what a legacy she is building. Under Allison's leadership, BT is not just evolving, it is transforming. She has spearheaded a £15 billion rollout of fibre broadband, aiming to connect 25 million homes by 2026. Today, Openreach's full fibre network reaches over 20 million premises with record demand and a market-leading take-up rate. This is not just infrastructure, it's inclusion. It's about bridging the digital divide and ensuring that every community, whether rural or urban, has access to opportunity. Allison's strategic vision is bold and clear. She has reshaped BT's operations, streamlining its international footprint and refocusing on the UK market. She's driving cost transformation, modernising systems and enhancing customer experience, all while maintaining BT's position as the UK's largest investor in infrastructure. Her commitment to sustainability is equally inspiring. From reducing energy usage across BT's networks to championing digital solutions that serve both people and planet, Allison is proving that growth and responsibility can and must go hand in hand. But perhaps most importantly, Allison is a champion of people. She advocates for diversity, equity and inclusion, mentoring women in leadership and fostering environments where people and talent from all backgrounds can thrive. Her leadership is not just about numbers, it's about values. Now, before BT, Allison turned around companies like Tele2, doubling its share price and transforming it into a global telecom success. And at Telia, she reversed operating losses and implemented a sustainability strategy that lowered debt and elevated purpose. She was named Sweden's most powerful female chief executive officer in 2017 and Female Boss of the Year in 2020. Allison continues to lead with integrity, intelligence and impact. She is not only a role model for aspiring leaders, but a beacon for what modern leadership should look like. Allison, your journey from Glasgow to the helm of BT is a testament to resilience, brilliance and vision. You are redefining what it means to lead in the digital age, and we are proud to celebrate you today. Here's to continued success, to bold transformation and to a future connected by your leadership. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding leadership and transformative contribution to the telecommunications industry, I invite you to confer the award of Honorary Degree of Doctor of Business Administration honoris causa.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure and an honour to be here with all of you to receive this award. I grew up not far from here, on the south side of Glasgow, Paisley Road West, reading and through reading, dreaming of bigger, better things was my inspiration as a kid. Mine was a hard-working, working-class household. I recognised early on that if I wanted a more adventurous life, and I did, further education was the key to unlocking better paid jobs that would allow me to travel and experience the world beyond Scotland. So that was my plan when just over 40 years ago I left the local school. Unfortunately, within a matter of weeks, my father was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and I realised that full-time further education was going to be rather difficult. So instead, I sought out and found that the Distillers Company, now Diageo, and Glasgow Tech, now GCU, offered an apprenticeship in management accounting. Over a 5-year period, I spent 4 days a week learning how to become an accountant by working in various parts of the whisky and spirits industry, including being the first woman to ever fill a cask of whisky up in Sighthill, and 1 day per week studying to become a qualified accountant. This was the start of what has become a lifelong journey of learning and leadership for me, because learning doesn't just happen in the classroom and lecture halls. Of course, your professors and your teachers will teach you the foundations of your chosen path and open your minds to the concepts and new opportunities they will bring. But I believe real learning comes from taking yourself out of the classroom, out of your comfort zone, and throwing yourself into a life and a career where you can develop skills, resilience, and a personal toolkit of lived experiences and stories that help you to continuously learn and increasingly lead yourself and inspire others. In the competitive world each of you will step into, it's these experiences on top of your degrees that will help you stand out from the crowd. They'll show prospective employers that you are interested in learning new things, in new environments, and that you are interesting to be around. My hunger for life and learning has taken me from Scotland to the Balkans, from the Balkans to Scandinavia, and after a decade away, I came back to the UK nearly 2 years ago. It has propelled me from being a trainee accountant to becoming a CFO and then CEO of several listed Scandinavian telcos, to now being the chief executive of one of the UK's most important institutions, as you heard earlier, BT, formerly known as British Telecoms. I've recruited graduates from all over, from universities in places like Bucharest, Romania, and Sofia in Bulgaria. I've done M&A deals around the world, including in the US, the Netherlands, even Kazakhstan. And now at BT, as you've heard, I'm leading the FTSE's single biggest investment into the UK's digital networks, more than £15 billion alone into fibre infrastructure that will contribute to more than £70 billion to the UK's economy in the coming years. So all these decades later, I'm still living an adventurous life I knew that I always wanted. I'm still putting myself out of my comfort zone, learning on the job, and improving my leadership and my impact. And yes, I'm still reading and I'm still dreaming. And today, one more dream has come true. 41 years after leaving school, I have finally graduated, and from the uni that unlocked a world of experiences for me. So I am sure all of you here will have been offered a lot of advice on what to do next. I first want to close by offering you my heartfelt congratulations on earning your degrees rather faster than I did. And I want to wish you all the luck and success in the future. But I want to add my bit of advice, which is to never give up on your dreams, no matter what life might throw at you along the way, and remain interested and interesting as you pursue a life of learning and leadership. Thank you.
With the power vested in me by the Senate of Glasgow Caledonian University, I now have the pleasure in conferring upon you, Allison Kirkby, a Doctor of Business Administration honoris causa.
Dr. Rob Kivitz, Vice Dean of Glasgow School for Business and Society, will present graduands.
Chancellor, I present these graduates to receive the following awards. Master of Science, Tejumola Iniola Oweyemi. Luke Uchenya Ozioko. Jack Parker. Uday Asham. Peter Maduabuchi Ugowi K. Muammar Nico Vidaviwadi. Ali Kuswar Abbas. Rachel Omotayo Olaitan. Ahmad Fraas. Gorbaksh. Bingok Trin. Vishal. John Tejumodo Adanidie. Suleiman Khan Afridi. Muhammad Hazaifa Ahmed. Arsalan Ahmed. Safwan Hassan. Tosin Ejiri Alomi. Chikabachuko Amtan. Shinji Anjish. Samuel Olamide Ayorobi. Mirella Bandar. Justice Chidakikaudi Diala. Suleiman Olawele Fatai. Louis Joseph Gibson. Feraz Mohammed Ali Haider. Mohammed Samras Ismail. Ibrahim Tunde Jimor. Sophie McLeod. Max Molyneux. Bisayo Olaoluwe Ogandele. Olubome Olubore. Charles Chinagorum Onyayetu. Georgios Nicholas Peredakeris. Mohammed Zain Shakil. Evans Wanjala Simiyu. Vita Irina Zebrowska. Chegosi Magnus Agbazui. Opeyemi Dixon Akinuyui. Amanda Omone Anave. Simon Chemuche Anyanwu. Chaudhry Mohammed Adil Ashraf. Kenechi Emmanuel Ifidiora. Nicholas Kanhethi Kimilu. Ifeanyi Michael Nwanwakro. Collins Osagide. Mohammed Balawal Shafiq. Hanifa Tajuddin. For postgraduate diploma, Jashandeep Kaur. Omotoyoshi Adebimpe Ogunpian. Bachelor of Law with Honours, Abby Cave. Scott Williamson. Alan Winnie. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Nathan Ramsey Campbell. Mitchell Anthony Donohue. John Findlay. Bezat Gaderi. Liam Andrew Glyn-Jenkins. Pardeep Kaur. Elizabeth Luto. Kirsty Matheson. Michael McDougall. Connor McNeil. Mohammed Zakria Abdullah Mohammed. Ramen Rashid. Jasmine Sapkota. David Wan. Cal Whelan. Lewis Wildman. Cameron Corbett. Hilde Dansouley. Zishan Gafour. Charlie Guy Higgins. Millie Latham. Christopher Carlisle McGowan. Zachary Peck. John Aitken. Louise Allen. Megan Arbuckle. Terence Joseph Brown. Mary Buchanan. Stuart James Cameron. Nicola Kelvin. Kirsty Connor. Lee Scott Jugula. Mark Edison. Cindy Semgoldi. Leo Alex Hamilton. Matthew David Knowles. Kathy Elizabeth Hogan Lyle. Natalie McPherson. Heather Lee MacArthur. Laura McCloskey. Ashley McGonigal. Stephen Miller. Mark Murray. Rachel O'Hare. Sharon O'Neill. Jason Pearson. Suzanne Redmond. Kirsty Jane Robertson. Eleanor Roger. Sarah Jane Stewart. Nicola Taylor. Sean Fox. Orla Bernadette Kennedy. Beth Allen. Eloise Urquhart. Zoya Askar. Adam Erd Barnes. Kyle Black. Paolo Gallono. Paul McAuley. Sean McBrearty. Piotr Miga. Glenn Peter Sweeney. Charouj Zai Nafababadi. Jody Cairns. Michael McHolland. Evie Turner. Kayla McCann. David O'Leary. Jordan Blaney. Lauren Alana Claire Brash. Antonia Semido Cardoso. Kira Jean Gillespie. Olivia Harvey. Samira Hussein. Hannah McMaster. Naomi Meikle. Neve Mitchell. Sarah Normand. Megan O'Hare. Neve Mia Smith. Sandy Stevenson. Stephanie Clark. Olivia Grant. Daniela Hislop. Katarina Anastasia Ilipula. Ethan Milligan. Neve Murray. Abigail Rose MacDonald. Sana Aptini. Paul Craig Johnston. Jennifer Erin McCabe. Regan Cusick. Marcus Koning. Bachelor of Laws, Fernanda Camara de Peña. Danielle Jacqueline Prill. Bachelor of Arts, Chelsea Lee Cyril. Michelle Leanne Aitken. Cheryl Barr. Stephen Brown. Jody Charters. Andrew Crawford. Jacqueline Eve. James Higgins. Sarah Priya Hogg. Jane McCluskey. Natalie McCatchy. Stephen John McShannon. Lynn Pearson. J. Thomas Alexander Taylor. Josh Taylor. Martin Graham Waterston. Kate Elizabeth MacDonald. Haley Baxter. Simrin Duroch. Halim Yildiz. Orla McHugh. Rachel Lee Russell. Sophie Oxenham. Bachelor of Science, Rosalind Bairstow. Casey Boyles. Darren Brown. Lauren Clancy. Richard Cole. Alan Henrik Crawford. Rebecca Hartley, Chloe Hobden, Harry Howe, Matthew Hoy, Lisa Hunter, Zaid Hussein, Connor Lemprière, Ellen McKay, Brian McGilly, Stephen Murray, Gareth Pennington, Robert Perkins, David Pitt, Cassandra Unger, Stuart Vinton, Risto Vitanov, Claire Weston, Diploma of Higher Education, Graham David Robertson, Sarah Bladen, Luke Driver, Yayan David James Farnham, Anthony Keelan, Thomas Kea, Daniel Lane, Certificate of Higher Education, Chelsea Adaus, Matthew Thomas John Finney, Liam Michael McCormick, Kofi Muamba, Luke Roberts, Poppy Chupini, Alexander Weeks Hansen, Amoldeep Singh, Chelsea Tanaka Nyandoro, Zain Khalid Malik, Umar Mahmood, Simeon Inoue Elai, Muhammad Ahmed Mazik, Hamad Khalei, Mohammed Harris Faroud, Mohammed Faisal Sadar, Mohammed Usman Akram, Omaloa Grace Atisave, Mohammed Arbaz, Simranjit Kaur, Chima Bodhi Jr. Bank Anthony, Robin Singh, Chancellor, I present all other students listed in the order of proceedings in absentia.
Professor Louise Dixon, Pro-Vice-Chancellor Education, will deliver the closing address.
Chancellor, before I say a few closing remarks, can we take the opportunity to give our new, wonderful graduates a huge round of applause? Graduates, today we gather here to celebrate an incredible milestone in your lives, and it gives me great pleasure to deliver this closing speech on behalf of Glasgow Caledonian University. Graduation Day is a culmination of years of hard work, dedication and perseverance, and it marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in your lives. First and foremost, congratulations to each and every one of you. This is your day. It's a day of triumph, and it's a day to reflect on the remarkable journey that's led you to this very moment. I'm inspired by your commitment to education and your pursuit of knowledge. You've demonstrated resilience, curiosity, and an unrelenting desire to grow, both intellectually and personally. Now, your university is thriving. I'm so pleased to be able to say that. We're the largest and leading modern university in Scotland. We're a university that is leading the way in our education and research. We're a university that's deeply connected, working in partnership with employers and communities. So today, we celebrate not only your academic achievements, but also the invaluable experience you've gained while being part of this university. From participating in sports activities, volunteering, and forming lifelong friendships, you've embraced the full spectrum of university life. And these experiences have shaped you to live the university's values of integrity, creativity, responsibility, and confidence. And as you embark on your next chapter, I urge you, embrace all that you've learned throughout your time here at Glasgow Caledonian. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace, and the challenges it presents us, well, they can sometimes feel overwhelming. But you, as the graduates of today, you're the architects of tomorrow's society. So embrace the opportunities that come your way, and remember that every challenge that you're presented with, there's an opportunity for growth and success and for change. So as you strive for personal and professional success, please never forget the importance of compassion and empathy. Your education has equipped you with the tools to make a difference in the world, and use them wisely. Be the change agents who work towards a more inclusive, just and sustainable future. Your generation has the power to create positive transformation, to challenge the status quo, and to bring about a world where everyone can thrive. And that is something that gives me and our staff great pride and hope. Now, speaking of our staff, I know they've supported you and encouraged you in your academic journey, and you probably couldn't have achieved your success without our wonderful teaching and support staff. So I'm hoping that you would like to join me also in thanking all of our university staff by giving them a huge round of applause. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge and reflect on the people who've supported you on your journey, your family members, your friends, your mentors, many of whom will be here with us today. They've guided you and encouraged you along the way, I'm sure. Their unwavering belief in your abilities, I'm also sure, has been instrumental in your success. So I'd like you to stand up now if you're able and give a huge round of applause to your friends and family gathered here today. Graduates, as you step out into the world, remember that your learning does not end here. Life is a continuous journey of growth. Never stop seeking knowledge, be curious, and never stop challenging yourself. The world is filled with endless possibilities, and you're equipped with the skills and the knowledge to navigate the ever-changing landscape. You're also now part of our large network of alumni who've come before you, and they stand ready to support and uplift you in your future work. So stay connected, continue to learn from one another, and together you will forge a future that is bright, inclusive, and filled with endless possibilities. So in closing, I want to once again congratulate our new graduates of Glasgow Caledonian University. Your hard work, determination, and dedication have brought you to this remarkable moment, and I have no doubt that you'll go on to achieve greatness. The world awaits you. So our ceremony will now conclude with Scotland the Brave from Pipe Major Russell Meehan and Pipe Sergeant Emma Meehan-Spence, after which we will process from the hall. Thank you.
Will you please rise for the academic procession?